I see so many people mumbling and cackling and he and ha ha and oh EBT finna go. Y'all gotta suffer like us. Y'all gotta suffer like us. I'm like, where you get off at? So you jealous of somebody who getting EBT? Real.
Ain't that convenient? So you didn't see the other side. You was oblivious to that because there's just as many, if not more, people mumbling and cackling when they're online bragging about what they have and throwing it in other people's faces, specifically throwing it in the people who are actually funding it. But you didn't see that.
Real talk. You really jealous of somebody that's getting eat better today? When you making $100,000, $200,000 a year, are you jealous? Well, if you're so jealous, won't you quit your job and won't you go through some financial situations and financial hardships and go get on EBT? Y'all sitting around here laughing and just hearing and ha-haing up. I'm just like, every time I scroll, somebody is making a joke and laughing at the poor. Like God don't play about the poor. That is so crazy to me. Now, granted, you got people out here who abuse food stamps. You got people out here, those people get caught every day, B. They get caught. But we talking about the folks that actually need it. We talking about Social Security. We talking about Medicaid. We talking about all the stuff that these people are playing with. The folks that's laughing so hard are going to get the hit the hardest. Let me tell you something. God ain't never played. You got to understand, if they cut off EBT, they shut down Medicaid, Medicare, Social Security. Do you know how many folks going to be out of a job when they start cutting? It's more folks on EBT and Medicaid and Medicare than it is on regular benefits. Y'all not hearing me though. So don't think that when they knock down one chain, somebody's job is not going to get whacked. Somebody else's household is not going to be affected. They know what they're doing. They start at the bottom and they work their way up. Trust me, you're not safe.
Why do y'all film videos in the bed? Like this just looks crazy. And see, and this is the problem, right? Notice how she said that God is gonna, I guess, rebuke the people who have a problem with people, or the people who are okay with people losing their benefits or whatever. But she just skipped past the fraud. She mentioned that there are some people who are doing fraud on the program, but she just skipped past it. And those people aren't going to be rebuked by God or punished by God. But the people who are satisfied with able-bodied people, as well as fraudulent people losing their benefits, oh, they're going to be punished, or they're going to have to deal with God. And see, let me tell you what the real disconnect is, because at the beginning she mentioned the fact that she believes that the people who she keeps mentioning are cackling and hee-hawing are making $100,000, $200,000. Did you hear when she said that? She said, y'all making $100,000, $200,000. And that's the real disconnect. Because you believe that that's most people. And it's no different than when people demonize or dehumanize millionaires, billionaires, maybe landlords, right? We just assuming that people have all the money in the world, failing to realize that they're living month to month, check to check. So we need to stop making assumptions, right? Because when people are talking about how they want to see these things be taken away, we know what they're usually talking about. And most people articulate what they're usually talking about. And I've never seen somebody say, I want the disabled to lose their government assistance. I want the elderly to lose their government assistance. Every time what we're talking about is able-bodied people who are not working as hard as they possibly can in order to take responsibility for themselves, as well as People who are, because I can't even just pick out one fraudulent situation. They defrauded in so many ways. We just have to blanket and just say people who are defrauding the government assistance. But people do it in a multitude of ways. And I feel like that's what she's ignoring.
You're not. Nobody is safe. I can braid till I can't braid no more. Somebody's still gonna be affected. One of my clients, hours that's gonna probably get cut back, probably not gonna be able to come get their hair done. So while y'all laughing, y'all need to be praying and trying to fix. See, I always knew, like, when you know how, like, and I say this all the time. You know how, like, when two people be competing, then one of the competition get knocked off, it ain't fun no more. It be like, dang, like, it ain't even worth, doing no more, because it was competitive at one point, but now that person done dropped out or fell off. Now I'm out here all alone. Now I ain't got nobody. When that one person or those group of people get knocked off, you're not gonna have a better life because people that's on SNAP benefits are getting cut off. Your life is not gonna elevate. It's gonna get harder. Prices are gonna get up. Grocery stores are gonna be tight with their stuff. So don't believe the hype, baby. Don't laugh too hard, your teeth might fall out.
No, baby. The reason that prices, if we just stick to her example, which is grocery stores, why do you think that grocery prices go up? Now you got to buy, if you want to get the name brand cereal, you got to spend $6, $7. If you want to buy chips, shoot, you got to spend $6, $7. Why do you think that all the prices go up? It's because people are willing to pay those prices because they're spending it with free money. So that's what's driving up all the prices in the grocery store. The fact that people just have no regard and they're filling up their carts regardless. So now these companies, is actually a pretty copacetic relationship, or symbiotic relationship between the companies and federal assistance. Because it's, let's be honest, these grocery stores, these manufacturing companies that make the food, you best believe they love that y'all get government assistance, because now y'all just go and spend and you don't think anything about your budget. You don't say, oh no, that's not worth it. See, the average citizen who actually has a budget and who has to stick by it, when we're at the store, we're constantly negotiating. We're having to say, oh no, I'm not spending $8 on some Lucky Charms. But see, what happens is y'all go in there and mess it up because you don't care. Because you didn't have to work for that money to begin with. So they can just continue to drive these prices up. And what we just found, which you were incorrect about, is that actually these programs are the reason. And you tried to act like if these programs go away, then it doesn't affect us anyway, or it will affect us negatively, but you're actually wrong. Not only in the form of our taxes not going to it, but actually in the form of everything else not being so expensive.
Because y'all so tickled about somebody not being able to get this and not being able to get that no more. But God has always provided. God has always made a way for the less fortunate. That's who he care about. Because he know the rich don't do nothing but try to get richer. But he know the poor, that's who he looks out for. Go through the Bible. Because y'all swear it's man. But go through the Bible. It tells you, don't even play with the poor. Help the poor. Rich man in hell. Poor man in heaven. Y'all better go read. Because I don't see nothing funny. Not nothing. About this shutdown, I don't think it's funny. I don't think it's funny for nobody money to be getting played with. Because if I work 40 hours or I've been working a whole month and then these folks telling me they ain't gonna pay me, it'll be up and it's stuck, and he better be glad that nobody ain't crashed out on them. This is sad, y'all. So don't think, and I know the people, oh, he voted, y'all, they voted for Trump, Yeah, they just don't know no better. That's how white folks, and not all white folks, black folks did it too. And the Mexicans, they did it too. All races went over there and voted for that man. That man cared nothing about you. He cared nothing about me. He only cared about himself. Y'all better stop letting y'all hate for a skin tone and a skin color and gender stop y'all from voting right. I'm telling y'all, because it's finna be a cause and effect around this mud. Everybody finna be looking crazy. Now, me personally, I done been in my lowest before. I done been broke before. So it ain't gonna make me no different. It ain't gonna make me no never mind. I already battle with mental illness because of things that have happened in my life. So hey, I've been.
All right. I mean, we can keep addressing some of the things that some of the points she's making, but I'm gonna let y'all do that in the comments section. Y'all let me know what y'all think about what she's talking about. And yeah, like the video. Also subscribe if you want to join Limitless Legion. Cash App link below if you want to tip the channel. Buy your boy iced coffee. And also feel free to join the Patreon where I post self-improvement content. Until then, I'll catch you in the next video.